It's Black Friday. I decided to go thrifting. So I'm going to go into a couple stores, see if I can find anything. I also have a little footage of a couple thrift stops a couple days ago. So I'm just going to put those in this video as well. And we're just going to thrift with me. Per usual, I start off in the jackets. Almost immediately I found this Theory jacket. Theory is a brand that's pretty expensive retail, but doesn't have a strong resale, at least for me. I'm pretty picky with this brand. I will pick it up occasionally, but this item just felt kind of basic. It's also kind of lightweight, so more of like a spring fall jacket. Just looking at the material content, I feel like there was some linen in there, but yeah, definitely a little too basic, especially at that price point. Here's Max Mara, which is a designer. I can't tell you how many times I'm in the jacket section and I see a designer label, but it's just kind of for a basic black jacket like this. It's a dated look. It's classic, but it's kind of dated and just a little too simple. So I usually pass on these pretty often. And again, just looking at the material content to see what it's made out of. Here's a Marc by Marc Jacobs. This is kind of the lower tiered of Marc Jacobs line, or one of his lower tiers. This is a cute little utility jacket with the belt attached. I like the style. I think it's a great basic for wardrobes. However, this is another designer item that just doesn't do well for me. So I did pick up a few things. I'm just gonna hang them up and show you. And the very first item is unusual for me to pick up, but I just couldn't pass it up. I saw this on the end of a rack when I was walking over to the men's section, and this is a Pottery Barn Kids. I think it's a Halloween costume, although it could just be kind of like a keep the baby warm kind of thing. So this is $7.99. With my coupon, it'll bring it down to about $6. This, I believe, is 6 to 12 months. And I found some pictures, stock images of the little hood on. It's basically a little dog. I don't know if I said that. And there's a little tail on the end, or the back, which I think is so funny. So I grabbed that. Some of the comps, maybe I'll throw one up on the screen, were around $40, $45, maybe up to $50. So yeah, I decided to grab that. I also have someone right behind me, and I'm trying to, film in thrift store public. Always fun. All right, next up is a utility jacket. This is a Madewell sweatshirt that I actually grabbed because I thought, oh, let me try this on. I like the color green, and it's the MWL Madewell line. And so I just decided to try it on. I'm always looking for good basics, good layering pieces for either yoga or walks or just lounging around the house. This one, I didn't really like the cut on me. Not terrible, but if it were a different cut, I probably would have grabbed it, but I left that one behind. All right, here's the utility jacket I thought I was grabbing a second ago. So this is a great basic. It's kind of more of an olive, kind of in between green and brown. This is Current Elliott, and Current Elliott typically does not do well for me, but when I do find it with that removable tag still attached with like the item details, I will look it up pretty quickly. And surprisingly, a number of these have sold for over 50. Like I think the comps were 50 to 60, so I grabbed that one. And then I spotted this vest, which is REI. I think this is what the employees wore for a period of time. I just thought, oh, wouldn't this be funny if it was like a Halloween costume for me, like an REI employee? So I decided to randomly try it on. It does fit. I don't need a Halloween costume for next year, but I just thought it was pretty funny because I feel like when I first started going to REI, this was their uniform. So anyways, I'm not going to work at REI, and I didn't grab this, but it was pretty cute. So maybe I'll regret it next holiday season. All right, I went over to bags. I don't have a lot of luck with bags typically, but I still always usually glance over. Spotted this one. I could definitely tell it was a Hobo brand. While I like this brand, I actually have my wallet in this brand. The bags typically don't do well for me. This probably retailed for a couple $100, and it's a cute color. Does have some light signs of wear on the front, but I'm just trying to find the tag to show you in case you don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, this brand typically does not resell well for me, specifically the bags, especially at $20, even with the coupon. Paying $15 for this, I might be lucky to get $25, $30. So I left that behind. I did spot this other reddish bag. This one, unfortunately, I didn't find a brand, but I really like the style. And I think I was trying to find a spot where I could like put it on for you because it kind of sits perfectly on the hip really nice crossbody bag. Light signs of wear, you can see on the inside right there. Some little, marks on the outside, but it just felt like quality, and I was bummed that I couldn't find any tag. I think all I could find was like a USA tag inside, but I left that behind. I don't need it, but if I could, find a brand, it would have been nice. All right, back over to show you a few more items that I found before checking out. This I actually picked up. This is a little, I want to say poncho, but I feel like there's another name for it. I didn't recognize the tag except it said 100% baby alpaca, made in Peru, I believe. Really fun colors. And I think, although I have already forgotten, I think some of the comps for this brand, not this exact item, were between 50 and 100. So I grabbed that and I'm pretty excited about it. In the same row, I found this other pullover. This one was from Ireland. And I looked this one up thinking, oh, maybe someone wealthy had a whole bunch of these, liked this style. But unfortunately, the comps for this were more like in the 20 range. So I passed and I left that one behind. But yeah. Okay, so I was $2 short of my coupon, my 20% off coupon that I can use at Southern California Goodwills. You can only use if you spend $30. So I found a couple items. I was actually at the checkout looking or about to check out with this bonus item. And then I also found another item for myself, which I'll show you in a second. But this, I'm gonna maybe wear it a couple times and then maybe sell it. Or if it doesn't look right on me, I will just sell it. But it's a new brand to me called Kari Traa, T-R-A-A. It felt like merino wool. It has somewhat of a little bit of like a merino wool, a Fair Isle look to it, although not quite. And it just felt great. Felt like quality. Looked it up. I think this only retails for about $50, so it's not some crazy high brand. But a number of these had sold for right around $30. This, or on the like pre-owned market, this is a size XL, which is great. I don't see any holes, and if I could get a few wears out of it and then sell it, I feel like it's kind of the best of both worlds. So they were asking $7.99 for this, which is a little steep. With the coupon, it probably brought it down to closer to $6. And if I could wear it a few times and then sell it for 30 bucks approximately, I feel like it's worth the pickup. And then when I was in the checkout line, I saw this candle in a box, recognized that it was Rifle Paper Company. I haven't been in one of their stores in a long time, so I recall it kind of being a little on the pricey side, and candles usually aren't cheap. This is a holiday edition. It smells like Christmas. And so I just got it for me because I love candles, and oh, it smells delightful. So this is going to be perfect for home. I was able to get the, 20% off coupon and got a couple things for myself. So let's head on to the next store and see if I can find any more today. All right, first up is a brand that I've picked up and sold a number of times called Alembica. When I first started selling it years ago, it used to sell pretty quickly for me. These days it tends to sit, but it eventually sells. And I really liked the style of this. It kind of had a lower armpit area. I don't know what you call it. It's kind of just a vest. And I grabbed it because I liked the size and I liked the style. Good basic. This one I actually grabbed for me. I meant to try it on in the store because it kind of had this unusual cutout in the back, but just a little colorful kimono. This is something that I like to wear around the house. And yeah, I just thought the colors were cute. Free People kimonos don't do as well as they used to, but who knows? Maybe I'll look this up at home and be pleasantly surprised that I can resell it at some point. This was a no tag brand that I was not familiar with, but I saw this little marker, decided to do a Google image search, and I found the brand. I'll pop up on the screen. I think it's called Kit and Ace. It's a Canadian brand that's pretty pricey. And the comps are a little mixed in the US, which isn't unusual for Canadian specific brand. There's this small pull on the front, but I decided to grab it and take a chance on it. I thought it was pretty cute. This I grabbed and tried it on. It has no size. It fit me great over some leggings, maybe some boots. I feel like this is just a really nice layering piece. It's mauve. I would not have picked this up to resell without the size, but I really liked the side buttons, kind of the dress length, but has slits on the side. So yeah, a little bit of a like trendy lag and look vibe to it. So I grabbed that. This is also a brand that I used to sell pretty often, and it's called Cactus. I've sold this exact item probably 5 or 6 times, and it usually sells anywhere from like $20 to $40. These days it's closer to the $20 mark, so I passed on it. Okay, regarding the footage from a few days ago, this is another day, so I'm in a different outfit shortly. I found this beautiful silk, little like kind of short mini kimono. This is from the Metropolitan Museum of Art. And while I don't typically get excited about something like this was 50% off. It was the color of their week. And I just thought it was so beautiful. The colors really just, yeah, stunning. So I grabbed that. All right, this is the brand that I've only found once before in 7 years. It is an LA brand. And I don't think thrift stores know about these types of brands because they're just so rare. I have sold this once before. I'll pop up the shorts. I don't think I have the image of the shorts because it was from 2019, but I think I sold a pair of shorts by this brand for $170 in like a week or two. So I was so excited to find this brand again. A pair of overalls. I'll pop up some comps for this, right around $300. I think they retailed for about $400. So really incredible resale value for this brand. It's called Jessie Cam. And honestly, the material feels kind of cheap, but it's valuable. And I would be very happy to find that brand more often. So it absolutely made my day this day. It was also in an unusual town that I don't find much in. So not an unusual town, just a town I don't find as many designer items in. This is 7 by Melissa McCarthy, and this was 50% off as well. This is just I think a really great fall piece. It had a little bit of like gold sewn into it. It's a 4X, which is why I grabbed it. Probably will only get $25, $30 for it, but I really thought it was a great piece that would make someone happy. And then this brand I have only found once or twice. It's called Elemente Clemente. I really liked the style of these pants for someone else, kind of that Lagan look vibe, Diane Keaton vibe, linen material. And again, these were 50% off, so I grabbed them. I think the comps for this are around the 50, maybe 60 mark. So I was happy with those. And then this next store that I was at, I picked up a few things. This I actually left behind. It's just an Eileen Fisher beige linen blend cardigan. I've sold a lot of these. This is a size XL, and usually before I would probably grab that, but these tend to not sell as well or as quickly for me anymore, so I left that one behind. Here is a jacket. I did grab this, and I'll pop up a comp. I think I found a comp around $40. I think it's La Causa. I've sold this brand a couple times. It might be an LA brand, but this was 50% off as well. And I thought it was worth picking up, you know, paying a few dollars and then selling it for hopefully around that $40 mark. Here is a New Tag Soft Surroundings jacket. Soft Surroundings I'm becoming pickier with, but it is kind of a bread and butter for me. This was a good size. I want to say it was like an XL or 1X or something. New tags and just a great basic. Just that denim, that darker denim, flattering look. So retailed for around $200, so I grabbed that. But that's it for this video. Be sure to hit the thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.